super mutants. But really, the new Blair Witch project sequel, confirmed sequel. Just why? I'd really like to know. I'd like an established answer from somebody, writers, director, actors. Somebody. I've been avoiding it. You see it everywhere. TV, YouTube. Oh, he just mutated. TV, YouTube, anything horror related. And it's just impossible to avoid, and I can't help but acknowledge it. After the Book of Shadows, I don't really see why anyone would give into it. Or deem it necessary. At all. First one was good. I actually watched it with a whole bunch of friends, and they actually enjoyed it, which I'm really surprised to see. One of them called out literally every horror scene that happened, but he's seen a lot of movies. But the main thing is that it didn't need all the stuff like false tension that leads to nowhere, or cheesy music, jump scares, or well, I don't think it really had any. Maybe I don't think the end would count, as you see Josh in the corner. Everybody knows the corner thing. It's been parodied a million times. Where's that mutant's body? There it is. Okay, anyway. It just focuses on 3 characters. That's it. 3 characters. Josh, Heather, and Mike. Josh, and it makes it really realistic too, as they just 3 students, they want to figure this out. Let's see if this legend is worth anything of the Blair Witch, and then you got the whole murders that went on. This guy killing kids, and that plays into the movie later, near the end, and it's, I guess you could say, a character piece of everyone up until the end, because they each have kind of their own way of dealing with the situation. Like Heather has the camera, Mike really doesn't have anything, he just kind of loses his mind, and Josh just goes missing, which they find, I don't know what to say, teeth, nails, and some blood. I don't know. It's like scarier, not what you don't see, but what you don't know. It doesn't give you, like, current example, Lights Out, which you see the monster right in the beginning. It didn't do that. It didn't show you monster, witch, killer, zombie, whatever. It didn't show you anything. All you saw was the 3 characters in the woods. You saw some little stick figures, some rocks, and you didn't really see anyone or anything like messing with them. And that's scarier than seeing some monster who only comes out in the dark, because you don't know its rules, you don't know its prowess, you don't know anything. And the effect is just like, I can see now why people don't like it. Like any modern audience, is that the effect kind of wears off. It's like, for me personally, The Exorcist I find extremely boring. Which, the effect back then, same thing with Jaws, is being horrifyingly, people would walk out like vomiting or feeling nauseous or even possessed. Exorcist, extremely boring. Jaws I like, but The Exorcist, extremely boring. So I can see how that can kind of have the same effect here, but I still enjoy it. But anyway, this remake, which I thought was, oh, not remake, I mean sequel, which I thought it was a remake until I saw it as a confirmed sequel. I've been avoiding it. I've seen 1 trailer, and that is it. I'm not trying to delve in deep to anything, because it just doesn't seem like my thing. I mean, it's like Jurassic World 1, 2, and 3, and say what you want about 1, 2, and 3, but each of those is way better than Jurassic World. I don't care what you say. I'd rather watch, whatever that one show was with the dinosaurs on the train. I'd rather watch that show than watch Jurassic World. At least that show has some kind of narrative structure to it. One thing I hope is that with the remake, it's at least competent, and it's not Book of Shadows. It's not just we want to cash in on what's relevant, because obviously I'm sure not as many people know what the Blair Witch is now, as opposed to about when the Book of Shadows was made. People probably come out and probably think it's like an original movie, but that's something kind of a different topic. I'm gonna avoid it until maybe it gets a DVD release. I'll maybe take a look at it, see what I can gather, see if it's actually competent. Oh god, he's got missiles, man. That's not nice. Oh, I might die. If the movie isn't any good, then I probably won't even make a review on it, because it's just, why waste your time? The movie wasted my time. I don't want to waste anyone's time with my thoughts about a movie that wasted my time. As a whole, those are my thoughts. Ah, this guy's gonna kill me. Main idea, it's a waste of time, is what it looks like. I'll try to give it a chance, but I doubt anything good will come of it. And if it's actually worth anything, I will be greatly surprised. If it gets more than like a 20% on IMDb, I will be really shocked. Because I grew up with it. I grew up the original. I love the original. Book of Shadows, I actually used to like, I won't lie. Mainly because it was kind of more on the fan base side, but that can be another video. No, I'm just gonna go right here. Book of Shadows. It's a sequel after all the events took place. Say all the events in the first movie were real and they actually happened. Well, you got all these crazed fans coming to... I can't remember the name. I'm really bad. I can't remember the name. You got them coming. You got people complaining. Oh, people come over here and complain about buying my rocks. Like, you complain about people buying your rocks. I wouldn't mind if people come and buy my rocks. You're getting free money. I mean, you give up a rock. Seriously, is a rock really too much to ask for? When people think like some haunted stuff happened to it. Really, nothing happened to it. But the thing that messes it up is it's all like choppy editing. You got, first of all, you got the main character. He's kind of your antagonist, sort of. They have this crap of him in like a mental ward, and it really leads nowhere. You see him getting like tube fed through the nose, and it's like, well, is this gonna come in later in the movie? And the answer is no, it doesn't. I can't remember his name. I don't remember any of the characters' names. All I know is that just like in the originals, they used the same first names. One of them is actually in another movie, like the Tattooist, the main guy. Another actress I recognize, but I can't remember anything she's in. She was in something recently. Oh, she was not recently, but she was in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake. She played one of the girls. I can't remember. I mean, she has a plain look to her. She's not really anything special. Basically, the plot of the movie is all these people meet up because they're all super Blair Witch fans, and you know they want to see. You got one a psychic, one's a witch herself, and two are writers, and one's just a guy trying to make money off of it. Basically, they go out to the woods on this tour. This guy's set up. You find out what you don't find out. You obviously know that you see flashes of these people killing this other tour, and it's like, why is this like? It's all kind of like told out of order. So like you see them in an interrogation room, so you know they had to have done it. Because it's a movie, you know they had to have done it. Every single person is being interrogated, and as they're interrogated, something more happens. So like a man kills his wife. Like then in the like because she was possessed by the Blair Witch. The end of the movie is supposed to have a good like make a way to make the audience think. Like, was it the witch, or were they just, you know, caught up in all the hype that the movie and the hysteria the movie set up? And really, it's executed really poorly. I think it could have been good had not It's just been so. I don't blame the cast. I blame the writing. Just it's just so sloppy, and it felt like it was just a cash grab. Like it's like Ghostbusters, but if Ghostbusters had happened like a year after, because I don't mind Ghostbusters too, but this new Ghostbusters had that movie come out 2 years after the original, then I say that's what it would be equal to. It was a failed attempt at making. I really don't believe they were trying to make something good. I really don't. They have plot points that go nowhere, as in him being in the mental hospital, never taken anywhere. You have some. It's hinted at that the sheriff of the town has a history with this guy who's in the mental hospital, but that's never touched on or anything. The movie tries to be smart. It tries to say and set up like it's stupid. The guy's like he sees his wife. They all see this guy's wife hallucinating, or not. Well, they're hallucinating. Well, it doesn't even explain it. You don't know if they're hallucinating or if she was possessed by the witch, because on the camera she's saying, "Please don't kill me," and stuff like that, because she had a miscarriage in the movie. She had a dream and then it actually happened, and then she ends up being hanged and pushed off a ledge. Well, in the video, she was saying, "Please help me," or, "Don't kill me," or whatever. But from their eyes, she was saying she was the witch and, push me. Really, I don't. It's like a mixed bag of nothing, and that's what I hope to avoid with this. Why is it being made? But those are my thoughts on the Blair Witch 2 Book of Shadows and the Blair Witch remake.